again, much to Subaru's regret. Mid-size Throw family sport utilities all look just about the same. Subaru, the automaker which includes successfully grown its business being a quirky brand filled with SUVs for many who don't like SUVs, tried unsuccessfully to buck convention having its 200,514 Tribeca. Subaru uses a 7 to 8 passenger model because of its very enthusiastic fans, so what is it designed to do? The thought of a stretched, thorough Subaru Outback Grand did arise, planning manager Peter Tennessee admitted if you ask me at the Ascent's first drive program. The automaker nearly lost its way having a Toyota Highlander-based Tribeca replacement it began planning after Japan's #1 automaker got such a minority stake in Subaru. While Toyota got a Boxer engine-powered race car shared with all the BRZ under that deal, Subaru wisely stepped far away from a program that will have netted the mark in SUV through an inline-4 and possibly a V6. The 2019 Subaru Ascent's new, 2.4-liter turbo H4 sits reduced in the engine bay, and lends this conservative-looking family hauler the difference of being the most effective vehicle's over 70 inches tall 71.6 inches, having its standard roof rack when it comes to ride and handling. Based around the new Subaru Global platform, the Ascent would be the third model with this architecture following the Impreza and Crosstrek. The next Forester becomes the fourth such model later in 2010. Even having a widened and lengthened version of SGP, the Ascent design is not protected to fit an H6 engine, just the H4. In such cases a 2.4-liter turbo one rated at 260 horsepower and 277 pound-feet, as well as hooked up to a Lineartronic CVT with hill descent control and selectable 8-speed manual shift mode with paddle shifters feeding the normal symmetrical all-wheel drive. That shows that when the next generation Subaru Legacy and Outback premiere soon enough for the 2020 model year, they're going to almost certainly be 4-cylinder only. The marque will likely introduce a plug-in hybrid later this season. It's required to be a Crosstrek, AWD naturally, based about the Prius Prime technology from partner 16.4% shareholder Toyota, which will turn out to be considered a much better deal for Subaru as opposed to rejected prefer to base the Ascent for the Highlander. The 2019 Subaru Ascent feels nicely planted, handling the curvy roads near coastal Oregon, some 50 miles south of Portland, where Outbacks are as known as Ford F-150s elsewhere from the country, without quitting comfort over uneven road surfaces. The chassis is rather firm over bumps, like every 4,500-pound SUV with 18 or 20-inch wheels, but overall, the ride-handling balance compares nearest to the smaller Mazda CX-5, which is an enormous compliment. Its steering precision and feel is exceptional. Subaru focused on steering that doesn't need the sort of minute corrections that could fatigue the driving force, Tennessee says, plus the engineers succeeded. Tall SUVs typically are better with steering that's less than quick. It gets twitchy at higher speeds, noting that usually results inside the need for minor steering corrections through long, sweeping turns. The Ascent's combo of your relatively low center of gravity, and also the well-tuned steering makes that unnecessary. There's a distinct deficiency of head toss over bumps and pavement dips, that can help reduce fatigue on the list of kids and dogs on those long family vacations. The new 2.4-liter turbo is the engine the top SUV needs, with aggressive throttle typing and also a wide torque band that nicely covers the mid-range. There isn't a turbo lag in a very straight line, though there's some minor stumble appearing out of tight corners. Try the CVT's paddle shifters, which I did only after my drive partner prompted me, and you'll be pleased by crisp, torque converter-like upshifts and downshifts. However, the CVT upshifts itself while you approach redline. Its tow capacity of 5,000 pounds, most ever for the Subaru, was demonstrated using a sleek Airstream trailer setup, with a piece of parking lot in the Evergreen Aviation and Space Museum, home of Howard Hughes' Spruce Goose. The Ascent's tow control made pulling the Airstream smooth and simple, at the very least in this space. Subaru says it recorded a 14.7-second 060 miles per hour time using the Ascent pulling a 5,000 pound test sled. Like most Subarus, the Ascent is built to attract the rig crowd, which implies, potentially, a little bit of light off-roading. The Subaru Ascent isn't a Jeep, though, a minimum of not in the all-season tires. The standards mode variable transfer clutch lock control changes the AWD mapping and throttle control, and kicks within the hill descent control, though the tires required me to work with some momentum to traverse some Pacific Coast sand towards the lunch spot. Symmetric AWD plus the HDC provide up and down a steep gravel quarry, yet not without some slippage with one of these tires. Speaking which, the tire wheel size make a difference for the EPA test cycle. This is unusual, as most car and SUV models, though not trucks, making use of their multiple variations, are often counted just as one test weight category. But the Subaru Ascent base and premium trim models, with 18-inch wheels, are rated 2,127 miles per gallon city highway, with 23 combined, even though the limited and touring models, with 20-inch wheels, are rated 2,026 miles per gallon city highway and 22 combined. With its 19.3-gallon tank, the Ascent carries a 500-plus mile range. All trim models, from your $32,970 base model on up, incorporates Subaru's EyeSight automated driver assist technology, including pre-collision braking, adaptive cruise control, lane departure and sway warning with lane keep assist, pre-collision throttle management, along with the new EyeSight Assist monitor, which flashes alerts within the windshield via head-up display. Base, Premium, and Limited Ascents come which has a second-row bench seat for 8-passenger seating, even though the Ascent Touring comes standard with comfy captain's chairs inside the second row, and every factory option plus exclusive Java brown leather interior trim standard, for $45,670 all-in. You can order the captain's chairs for your second row from the Ascent Limited and Premium. These chairs come using a nice little feature, grab handles for your third-row passengers within the outer tops on the seats, inspired through the grab handles on Japan's Shinkansen bullet train. The interiors are rather attractive and warm, premium enough to get a commodity brand. Imitation wood accents, when used, looks fairly convincing, plus the Ascent Premium has heated cloth seats and imitation carbon fiber interior accents, aforementioned in an odd quirky cream color. The third row is advertised like a full third-row seat, with 6,040 split and 3 cup holders on either side so the kids or dogs can stow their toys, and also drinks and cell phones. Comfort for adults back there is determined by how far forward the other row seats are slid, which needless to say can affect security in that second row, but even without filling all 7 or 8 seats, I am pretty confident in saying the Ascent is one from the more comfortable big family SUVs designed for under $50,000. There's fashionable large compartment beneath the rear load floor, helpful for stowing a bag of K9 for long family trips. Cargo capacity ranges from 17.8 cubic feet together with the second and third row raised, to 86.5 cubic feet using them lowered, or 86.0 flat in the event you order the panoramic moonroof. And there will be the much-discussed 19 cup holders scattered across the interior. Quirky, for certain. Even so, the 2019 Subaru Ascent maintains its marque's flavor most by delivering maximum family usefulness combined with all the inherent ride-handling benefits of its low-boxer engine. 2019 Subaru Ascent specifications. Price $35,170 base. Engine 2.4 liters turbocharged DOC 16 valve H4260 HP at 5,600 revolutions per minute, 277 lb-ft at 2,004, 800 revolutions per minute. Transmission continuously variable. Layout 4-door, 78-passenger, front engine, AWD SUV. EPA mileage 20,212,627 miles per gallon. City Hui. LXWXH 196.8 by 76.0 by 71.6 inches, wheelbase 113.8 inches, weight 4,4304, 603 pounds, 060 miles per hour, 7.4 seconds, top speed. Nah.